Alright, what's up guys? Welcome back to another Heroes of Hammerwatch 2 video. I'm going to be showing you my current warrior build. I'm playing Tyrant at the moment. And I really like the Tyrant, at least for the early game. So far, what I've been seeing online, a few posts, is that it's not like as top tier as Berserker at the end game. But if you are, just starting out, and I like to test theories, when I see things, I like to play test and see if that's actually true, or, I think a lot of times these things get stated as fact and then everybody just kind of takes it as such, because they see it posted online. So if you want, a build that can fairly easily carry you through at least, well into New Game Plus. This is my first New Game Plus run on the build, and we'll kind of take a look at it here, but you can see just that I am more or less unkillable, and so maybe the progression through each level won't be quite as fast as some other classes, but when it comes to like actually beating the game, you should be able to fairly easily and consistently do it each attempt, each run, because you're just, more or less unkillable, like I said, and you don't really rely on mana, or anything for doing damage. So you're just very, very, self-sustained. And again, I've been playing majority solo. Did a couple multiplayer sessions the other day, but the majority, I would say 99% so far of my playtime has been solo. And if you don't mind hitting that subscribe button, really appreciate it. Helps me out. We hit 1350 subs recently. We're going for 1400 now. So we'll clear this first map, and you can just kind of see how the build does. I could be casting abilities as well if I really wanted to, but I kind of prefer to conserve my mana. But I could do that. It looks like my mana regen's probably good enough that I could easily pop my abilities and sustain it. So we may go ahead and start casting some of these spells just to clear a little quicker, at each pack, just to kind of burn them down a little faster, because sitting on full mana is just kind of a waste. Ooh, we got an imp. So when you see those imps spawn, you got to get to them quickly, because there's no telling how long they'll last there. So nice, he upgraded my helmet by 5 levels. That's pretty sweet. Thank you, Mr. Imp. Not a bad helmet for my current build. Kind of just they recently buffed strength, or main stat, to kind of help out weapon damage characters, to where you do get some bonus to your damage based off of your strength. I don't fully understand though why it says I'm only getting +3 damage, because it says it must be the required strength, I guess, the required stat, not your main stat. Because I have 51 strength and it's only giving me 3 damage, so that's how I'm assuming it's possibly working, is based off the required stat, which is kind of weird. Weird way to do it. Not how I would expect that to work. So possibly that's glitched. I'll have to check more into that, because I thought on my sorcerer that it was basing the damage more off of what looked like my main stat versus the weapon. And just for reference, I'm currently level 18, so I do believe level 20 is like the level cap when you're in normal mode. So I did kind of progress through the game a little bit quicker than, you know, you otherwise could. Looks like we just about finished this zone here. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at the build. So, biggest thing I like here is this weapon I found. 20% parry chance is inherent on the swords, 20% chance to disarm, that's big. Shield of deflecting is big, so between these two I've got a 35% chance to just like deflect damage. Some mana regen, some reduced spell cost, that's helpful. Reduced spell cooldown, that's helpful. Mana regen, reduced spell cost. Dash recovery time, dash recovery time. And again, these are all things I just found. I just upgraded the gloves from like green to blue and got the mana reduction cost, so that was nice. As far as the stats go, so I have level 1 in all of the active abilities, and then I maxed Warrior's Constitution and got Ruthlessness almost to max level, and then Killing Spree, I've put a few points into it. So I like the passives, especially on Warrior, who's like not a very good platform to, you know, stack like mana on. So pretty much all your mana generation or like regen and your total mana pool is gonna come from your gear, as well as like trinkets and just like whatever other bonuses you've got from your other characters, etc. I did level up Sorcerer it took me a little bit longer on Sorcerer to clear normal difficulty than on some of my other characters, just again because I was playing solo, and that, you know, I got to the final boss and I started at like level 8, so I was about like level 16, and then I died to him just because I had not even had a chance to get like upgrades, or like I still had the level 1 flask and I did not have my class mastery selected because I leveled up so much in that run. So I got to level 20 before I cleared normal, just from how that played out. So I've got decent mana regen just from the Sorcerer. And the main point of this build, so like what we take from the magic shop, what I think is like necessary, is the shout upgrade that makes it heal you for a percentage of your life. And you can see how much HP I have. Like I've put a lot of my stat points into HP, because previously like you got nothing for strength besides armor. Now they've added like armor penetration, so I've been reevaluating a little bit what might be like optimal, but as of right now I still have like a ton of points in HP, and then a lot of my damage is coming from this passive, giving me just a bunch of extra physical damage as well as Killing Spree. So that's where like the majority of my damage comes from. And then just again, whatever like trinkets, various trinkets and things you happen to find. This is also really good, this upgrade for Ruthlessness. So you can start doing extra damage per like point of health missing. So that just helps you kill some of the like beefier enemies, because we are just like kind of set up as like a super tank. I like to trigger all these traps, just extra guys to kill. Leads to like extra experience, extra, you know, whatever. I can't remember if they drop anything or if it's just XP, but yeah, I mean, you can see, like, I'm still just not even really taking any damage. That'll probably change, like, as we get a little bit farther. But like I said, this is my first New Game Plus run, so far so good. I think leveling Warrior first is probably the most beneficial, just because the extra HP. And then boom, we've got like a 5-second like percentage HP heal. If you get it to fully like leveled 3, it's 30% of your health. So I have like a very short cooldown, 30% heal for myself, and it also increases like attack speed. I can't remember if it does anything else. So, oh yeah, move speed, attack speed for you and your party. So if you are doing party play, or you've got, you know, it's not a huge deal that it increases like summons or the dudes around you, but it's also, you know, doesn't hurt anything. I kind of forget I need to be looking for the openings in the walls. So I realized the other day that you can't see them unless you're like actually close to it. We'll find one and I'll show you what I'm talking about. But yeah, I mean, with this build, you can just kind of like wade into enemies. Shields seem incredibly strong. I don't know if like two-handers, I mean, what I was seeing, and maybe like Berserker, one of the passives, like maybe it heals you on like crits or something. I haven't looked at it, but just sustain, it seems very important. And the shield blocks every projectile and just like reduces the damage, including spells, which is crazy. The one I currently have equipped, I believe, is like 40. So yeah, just like everything in front of you at 180-degree arc, it's blocking by 40 damage. So when you think how quickly that adds up, it's pretty substantial. Okay, you see here how there's that little gray spot? Oh, my combo opened it faster than I'd like to. But that little gray spot on the wall, that's where you can break it open to find like additional loot, trinkets, that kind of stuff. So just be paying attention for that as you're progressing through the levels. That's gonna help you significantly just like get more powerful each run than you would otherwise. Like typically you can find at least one per level. This is good. All these are pretty good. I think right now I'm so tanky, I'm just gonna go with like a little faster clear speed. Oh, I wasn't even looking for that, but insightful full plate. So that's a pretty significant difference in the amount of armor. So now I kind of have like a baseline idea for how much armor, like strength requirement wise. That's kind of tempting. Yep, definitely I'm gonna trade that for all that stone. Stone is like my lowest resource at the moment. Yeah. Really the only thing that can damage me at the moment is like maybe elemental damage and like bosses. And then really any damage I take, even just with like the level 1 heal right now, I can easily just out heal with that. So it's kind of nice because then you basically always have your potions for like boss fights / emergencies. Not really good. I feel like the trading guys, a lot of times it's... I feel like it's 50-50 on whether I actually use them or not. But you can see even like the abilities with level 1, like it's still decent damage, like it's not negligible. One of the things that I really enjoy about these style of games is that it does reward you for taking like a slower, possibly like more steady approach. Unlike, you know, Path of Exile formula, which, you know, it is a little different in PoE 2 with like how maps work now, where you only get one attempt. But I do like that sort of roguelike element to PoE 2 and for how this game works. Because, you know, you can go full damage and just try and blast your way through everything, but if you die, ultimately, like, the amount of time you spent does come back to make it, like, less efficient than being just, like, sort of unkillable and maybe not clearing quite as fast, but, you know, by not dying, you are playing more efficiently. So I think that is kind of a rewarding way to balance like the two play styles, because yeah, you can blast through everything and then you're rewarded if you do that successfully and avoid death, but then you also are rewarded for playing like this play style and just not dying. So it's kind of a win-win for both play styles. When I have these, I like to chug my potions, just because there are like stats you gain from drinking potions, you know, like 200 times or whatever. So it's just a good method to progress your like meta stats. But yeah, you can just see how tanky this is. Like, that was not even a challenge at all. Blizzard Noble Braces of Conflagration. Huh. Interesting. Might be good on my paladin if I can change like the prefix to be fire damage. I do like how they have different art for like all the different tiers of equipment. I didn't realize that was a thing. Just adds some nice like flavor to the game, variation. Oh, there's like different monsters too. Like those wolves are huge. Yeah, I mean, I'm just like standing here, like I don't even have to try yet. Like I don't even have to try to avoid any damage. Yeah, and kind of group them all up and AoE them down. Oh yeah. 30 stone tax-free, baby. Yeah, bring it on. Again, like, 0 damage. I don't even know if I need this. I might take this. For the time being. More clear speed. Chilling Great Axe. See, why? Why is it only giving... Am I, like, bugged? It's only giving me... It's only saying I have, like, 30 strength. I feel like that's, like, bugged. Like, maybe my character is bugged. That is not good. Actually, that's pretty good for my my paladin or my fire sorcerer. See, I'm actually concerned that my character's bugged. Oh. Does it just go off of like base? Like how much you've picked, not how much you actually have? Let me see if I can look this up real quick. Let me check the patch notes from the other day. It doesn't really explain it, but I'm gonna have to test that, so stay tuned. Oh, that's pretty cool. Alright, so I'm taking like a little bit of damage. Maybe I should have taken the additional heal. I think we'll still be alright, though. But yeah, but what I was looking at, so I have, well, no, because I have base 10 and I've leveled up 29. See, I'm just trying to figure out if it's going off of my picked strength. So, like, the 29, maybe that's why it's only giving me 3 damage. I'll have to look at my paladin after this run, because he does have more damage. And I'll have to compare, like, how that math, like, that math just ain't mathing to me. Oh, forgot to be looking for the walls. Alright, what will you trade me? Again, nothing that feels like it's beneficial. Trying to pick up the pace a little bit. These runs do take like a decent amount of time if you play through the entire game without like skipping any zones. After you defeat like certain bosses, you can skip zones. I may not have enough time to like even completely finish this run. Oh. That's one of the nice things about, like, the big AoE abilities, is A lot of times you just activate the broken wall without even realizing it. All right. Trying to go quicker here. That's why I'm taking so much more damage, because I'm just not playing cautiously. Otherwise, I'm going to run out of time for this run. Oops. Oh. Gosh, what is this shadow curse crap? So you just get stacks of it, like, from playing the game? I did not realize that. That is stupid. No wonder I'm starting to take more damage. I wish I knew how I was actually getting it. Is it from getting hit? Okay, well I got hit, so I don't think that's what's causing it. I'm gonna have to look that up later in, you know, a little bit. Alright, on to the next level. So that makes me feel like HP is even more valuable than some of the damage mitigation, because it looks like a lot of the mitigation is just kind of negated by this shadow curse. So shield, it makes me feel like parry, shields, and just like HP are your possibly your best defensive options. At least on Warrior, because those cannot be like negated. And then if you know, find trinkets and stuff with other useful stats like evasion or damage absorption. So I don't know if it's like these guys hitting me with shadow damage that's like causing this shadow curse buildup, but it's gone up a little bit. Oh man, it's gone up quite a bit now. Just trying to clear the map while I've got combo up. Okay, glad I got that. Oh, that does a lot more damage now than it does in normal difficulty. It's okay.
I can't do that.
Oh, one little area left. And then we've got the boss fight. I may have to end the run after that boss fight, though. Definitely not gonna have time to complete the entire run. What are these? Oh. Reduces your shadow curse a little bit. Okay, so it seems like it is the shadow damage, maybe, that increases the shadow curse. Yeah, you can see how good the heal is. I mean, it basically will carry you through. Oh. Oh, I didn't realize. I haven't seen that before where they all get sucked in like that. That was pretty sick. hand crossbow. Oh, it's an... Is that an offhand? So does that mean you... I mean, I probably don't have the stats. Yeah, that's offhand. That's pretty cool. So you could go, like, dagger, crossbow. Interesting. So you can do, like, a... Sort of like a witch hunter, almost, style build. Now I see, like, how these could actually be beneficial, because you can't really avoid the shadow curse. Like, why not? So I felt like it wasn't really worth engaging with that mechanic in normal difficulty. But I guess you're like almost forced into it in New Game Plus. Alright, I think I'm gonna have to end the run here, guys, and then we'll pick this back up later. So thanks for tuning in, thanks for listening, thanks for watching, and remember to give them the D.